for Andy Boulton and Jelle Klaassen, who you will see here in this group as well. Double top.
Game shot on the second leg. Alexander
He's in a pretty good place all of a sudden. He nicked the first leg and he bossed the second. 95. Otherwise, it will not be the ideal start. A covered ball for 4-0. Oh my word, what a dart is that? That really was a professional shot from someone who's definitely got their tail up. What a start to Group B for Alexander. That may be the best start he will throw ever on this stage, but that 81-24 average doesn't really tell you the full story about how well he played. However, the 80% on the doubles does, and that is a perfect beginning to his challenge to make another Saturday night. When we come back after the break, we'll have a heavyweight clash between Jelle Klaassen and Andy Boulton. If those points get any bigger, we're going to have to get a wider lens.
Game shot.
How good was that?
Boulton.
This week, he has been sneaky good.
But you know my stance. I think Lakeside's a very, very gettable goal. I think that'd be better for him to go and try and win that than to be at the Alexandra Palace.
Double top for Andy.
Oh
my word, the doubling is so good. Minute, there's nothing wrong with that.
Require 100.
Stay on the 60. That's why.
Game shot.
Doubling from the gods.
Boulton.
Simple as that. We didn't get a 4 from 4 this afternoon in our Group C action. We haven't got one here. But what we have had are 80% checkout percentages from Boulton and from Alexander Merckx. 97.89 gives you his best performance of the week. And he's done it against possibly the favourite for this group. What a great start to the night. When we come back, we've only got one more player to show you for the very first time, and it will be Jordan Brooks of Fleetwood.
At the double at the end of this combination. Just needs the single 18. To give him a dart to hold his throw and get his first leg on the board here at the Super Series, and that is much more better and polished there from Mark Hilton.
See it here. Now what does Brooks
29.
choose?
Jordan, you require 52.
He's missed 5 darts at a double in this match. 2 of them at tops in the last leg. So he decides on something different. That's worked out pretty well.
Jordan Brooks. Jordan, you require 40.
3 hits from 9. That's about to change. But the most important thing is that he has 4. It is from 12 attempts, so he is 1 from every 3. 33% is always very acceptable as long as you get the right amount in the end. But Mark Hilton put up a terrific fight in that game, averaging 82.12, 60% on the doubles. As you can see, he just didn't create enough chances towards the end to give Jordan any more trouble. So that's 1 round of matches for most players, 2 if you're Mark Hilton, and we're about to see an all-Dutch clash between Alexander Merckx and Jelle Klaassen after the break. What's wrong with the world?
The best trophy I've had so far, Iceland, by far.
61. Jelle require 88.
It was a rock, wasn't it?
A rock and a dart.
Oh, nice second dart there.
Shot on the first
and that's a
leg,
lovely
Jelle
checkout.
Klaassen.
So, 1 minute 39 for the first leg. Lovely leave.
32.
He might not get a dart at a double in the whole match. And he doesn't.
And the match,
So if you were playing along at home and you were seeing how long that game was going to take, it's actually one of the quickest that we've seen this year. 6 minutes, 51 seconds from the Cobra, and he gets it done with an 85.89 average, 4 hits from 9, very acceptable, and a perfect response after losing to Andy Boulton in his first game by 4 legs to 1. To take us to the halfway point, it will be the Sheriff, Jordan Brooks, up against X Factor, Andy Boulton. Brilliant at tops here tonight. But the rest of the week, it's been all about double 16. This is about double 12.
79. Jordan, you require 32.
You don't need me to tell you what he thought of that one. Double 16 for JB. That's close.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Oh, some
Jordan
fire
Brooks.
from JB as well. This is a classic case, this game, of what happens next.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
More
Jordan
gumption
Brooks.
from Jordan Brooks. This is a really interesting performance. At no point has he
Looks like
had the
Jordan
better
to
average of the
Brooks.
two, but now he's in front purely because he's had more darts at double.
Jordan, you require 36.
He'll probably think the same right now.
Game
He was
shot
right.
And the match, Jordan Brooks.
That is a good performance. I know he averaged just under 80, but he took his chances when they came. And the Sheriff is the first person to 4 points in this table. I bet he didn't expect that to come. You probably thought that it would be Boulton or Merckx or Klassen at the top. But it is Jordan Brooks, after everybody's played 2 matches, who is at the top of the table on 4 points and the best leg difference as well. We'll take a short break now, and when we come back, we'll start the second half of play. And I'm not against what you just said, but there are players that do not like chalk anywhere near them. The tiniest little bit
Game
that
shot
they
the
find
first
on their
leg,
hands,
Mark
they will
Hilton.
not be pleased at all. Go for the marker.
Game shot on the
Didn't
third
need
leg,
it.
Mark Hilton.
3-0 Hilton. Clips the wrong side of the wire.
Mark, you require 26.
13 is unlucky for some. It is unlucky for Mark, who has the next door neighbour for the 4-0 victory.
18.
Match
Well, you
chances
require
missed.
40.
Double 10.
Game shot on the
The
fourth
game
leg,
continues.
Eli Klassen.
Does the game continue? We'll have to find out
56.
at the hands of Hilton
Mark, you require 20.
for his first win. To throw this group into chaos.
Game shot.
That's
and the
now
match,
4
Mark Hilton.
players on 2 points and 1 player on 4. Take your pick. That's what I say. There might be a little bit of a debate as to what's going on about leaving the hockey, but let us talk about the fact that this table is giving us 3 players from a possible 5 still, and we've got 6 games in the bank. Hilton with his first win in Super Series action against the former world champion. Let the debate continue. We'll come back to that when we've got our next game, which is Andy Boulton and Alexander Merckx. When
Alexander
is Alexander going to win his next
155.
leg? Might be now. Is now.
Game shot on the second leg,
Just like that.
Alexander
Here,
Merckx.
presto. That's the first leg he's won since around about
Third leg, Alexander to throw.
20 past 10.
Game on.
Try to do this on purpose. Wasn't quite comfortable. Ultimately, the right thing to do. Mini wiggle. But no
16.
win.
Alexander
Usually when he
require
pulls off that
18.
little wiggle, he does hit the dart at the double.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Alexander's got a
Alexander
really
Merckx.
good sighter on double 8 this week. Thought he was going to
Alexander
go for the
required
48 and
40.
tops there. Double top for Alexander.
30.
And he misses 2 visits for the match.
And you require 48.
Boulton is dodging bullets. Is he winning? Well,
Game
you'll
shot
think that
and
was a
the match,
very, very
Andy Boulton.
fortunate win. But in the end, it was a really good contest. Sometimes in a campaign like this, in a group as tight as this, you sometimes just have to get on with games that maybe you could have lost. The stats will tell you that Andy won that game with better numbers, but ultimately Alexander's going to be cursing himself. And he's only got one game left. He will play Jordan Brooks in game 10. And he will play Mark Hilton in game 9. And before that, we've got a feisty encounter for you. It's Klassen against Brooks next. And while he's doing that, you've got to expose it. And that's exactly what Klassen's doing. Much better on the outer ring and the ball now with 4 points. And watch everybody else sweat it out. That's what he does. That was a good performance. The average is 87.89, which is above what he's done all night long. It's been a very interesting night for the Cobra, but he has won 2 and lost 2. He will be part of the conversation come Friday night. Make no mistake. Jordan Brooks is now... Hey, where's he gone on the table? He's gone down to 3rd position. Everything's changed in the table because of that fixture. We'll tell you more about it when we come back. When it comes to trying to predict darts matches. Is he going to stay there? Good call.
131.
My word. And that wiring of the double 11 was audible. Double 4. And double 2 saves his bacon or his tofu, depending on if he's a vegetarian. Gets the ball. It's the bold route for 66.
Andy Boulton.
Or as some people like to call it, the sexy route. Looks like Andy Boulton's the one who's going to show him where the exits are. Well, he's got 180s in this game, but he's got no 140s. I don't think Andy knows what's going on, but he'll be very happy with leaving double 8 there. Oh, we still haven't got a 140 in this game.
And he requires 16. Game
but we have a 3-0 scoreline. Can you imagine the carnage?
140.
If Hilton was to win 4 straight legs and take 4 points into Friday. He currently sits at this second in last position in the table. He wins the game, he won't be last. He's definitely part of the equation come day 2.
45.
Well, if we're talking about purely points, he will be joint second. $135.
In moments of tiredness, in these kind of formats, there's nothing like a little bit of anger just to get you woken up again. I sensed a bit of anger in that 2 treble visit there for Andy.
190.
First 180 of the game for Mark. What's gotten into him? What's getting into both of them?
190. Mark require 136.
What a leg this is from both. Specifically Andy Boulton, who's only missed the treble 20 with 2 of his 9 darts he's thrown.
And 137, 135 maximum.
41. And
to finally
49.
get the job done. Ooh! How close was that?
Game, shot,
well,
and the match,
that was close
Andy
enough.
Boulton.
But he almost didn't get a look at that double 16. He almost busted it with 1 dart. But it is going to be Andy Boulton on 6 points and a leg difference of +4 overnight. He could be caught by Jordan Brooks, but he'll have to beat Alexander Merckx in our final game of the night by 4 legs to 0. Well, regardless of what happens in the last match, we've got a really tight group on our hands. Let's put it to bed when we come back. Well, we have seen a 156 today. That's an interesting reaction to a treble 20. And there's another one. And a double 18.
Jordan Brooks.
Well, as far as reactions go to 156 checkouts, that's not what I expected.
Jordan, you require 70.
And this has got Jordan Brooks written all over it. This is how he's been rolling tonight. He's been waiting for his chances and he's been taking them. 2-8. Chance taken again.
Fifth leg, Jordan Brooks.
And now he's 75% on the doubles. 3 hits from 4. This is a very famous shot. But it wasn't done this way.
Game on the
It was made
leg,
famous by John
Alexander
Part
Nix.
20 years ago to win a world title.